So right back with another one. Yes, sir. Let me get right, man. Let me get right, man. It's been a minute since I went live, even though it was like only 4 days or some. But yeah, I know the drill, man. I can't go without a single damn day without being like in some sort of productive type of circumstance, man. I just love doing my shit, man. I just love doing my shit, man. What's good, everybody? Shout out everyone, and let's dive straight into it. Let's get like the mood right. Let's set the let's just set the theme. Let's do everything, man. Let's do everything. Let's do it nice and slowly, man. Let's do it nice and slowly, man. Nice and slowly. Because one thing I've noticed about life, or like to be more specific about me, that I don't take shit nice and slowly. I'm moving 24/7 without zero breaks, man. To the point I burn myself out. To the point I feel utter exhausted and I don't know why. It's because I'm moving too fast. I'm moving way too fast. I'm the type of individual who's like in a rush for nothing. I act like I'm in a rush, but I don't have nothing to do. It's like not nothing to do, but I don't have no business being in a rush. You feel me? Like, why am I even in a rush type shit? It's like weird. It's really weird. It's like a personal thing with me. I think things has to go 24/7, like fast, fast, fast. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. To the point I burned myself out. To the point I came here with like 2 fire alignments. It's crazy, crazy. But fuck that shit. Well, actually, don't fuck that shit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Talking about being burned out. Being burned out is like the normal state for everybody, even though they ain't doing shit. Because being burned out is not necessarily about hustling 24/7. That's one way to get burned out, but there are a shit ton of ways how to get burned out without doing something physically. You feel me? Being burned out. That shit is not necessarily exclusive to doing shit 24/7. Being burned out could also be thinking 24/7. It's like mostly linked to thinking 24/7. Because you have to understand some. You have to understand some. How do we even get burned out? Burned out is like the wrong terminology. It's like worn out. It's like being too heavy. Who's outside of my goddamn door? Okay, nobody. It was an airplane flying by. I thought somebody was knocking on my door. Being burnt out is like the wrong terminology. And all actuality is being worn out. It's being like drowned in a sense. You can necessarily you can switch the terminology. Burnt out is not being burnt out. It's like more being drowned. It's being drowned, being heavy. Being heavy in a shit ton of thoughts, and a shit ton of feelings, and a shit ton of emotions in general. Because think of somebody who is burned out in the first place. How do they feel? They feel like sluggish, fatigue, heavy, in a sense. This is what a burnout is doing. It's putting you down, all the way down. It's making you more heavy. And how do you even become heavy? How do you become the esoteric Bigfoot? How do you become esoteric fat ass Hellman? How do you become esoterically obese? I hate the word esoteric. I don't want to use any spiritual terminologies anymore. I think that's corny as fuck, man. Internally, how do you become internally fat, man? Internally fat. That is like being in a bubble, which is like heavy as fuck, which contains thoughts, feelings, you goddamn name it. That shit gets heavy and you sink with it, you're drowning with it. Hence, you come up with terminologies which are like linked to words like I'm burnt out. But you're not burnt out, you're just heavy as fuck, man, you feel me? You're just heavy as a motherfucker. Okay, straight. And to avoid that shit, you have to burn shit. To avoid burnout, you have to burn shit, because burnout is like the wrong word. To avoid being like heavy as fuck, you have to burn shit, which is to purge, which is to separate, which is to goddamn get rid of shit. You feel me? How do you do that? How do you purge? How do you internally purge? How do you purge your space? By just detaching. Merely detaching. It sounds stupid, it sounds ridiculous, it sounds like, I don't know, surface level type shit, but it is what it is, man. What the fuck? It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You just gotta switch your focus on no longer paying attention to the shit you used to pay attention to. Because what you pay attention to is really everything in life. That shit is really everything in life. And shit is really everything in life. It's your focus. You feel me? It's like your damn focus. What you focus on becomes you, essentially. You feel me? And what the fuck, man? Get your ass away from here. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as ever. Y'all crazy as ever. Y'all crazy as ever. But anyways, you have to switch your focus, man. Life is the most simplest of all terminologies. It's crazily simple how life is. You just don't have to exaggerate over some simple ass shit. Because life is extremely simple. The most simple shit is the most deep shit in life. To the point we have mentally ill as people who make things much more complicated than what it truly is, man. You don't have to be smart to figure out life. You don't have to be some type of genius to figure out life. Hey, you don't even have to figure out your life. What does it even mean to figure out life? That shit doesn't even make any sense whatsoever, man. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You really, it's funny, Simon. I can put motherfuckers in timeout, man. Can I do it again? Yes, yeah. Yes, I can do it again, man. What the fuck? That shit's crazy. But let's just dive straight back to the topic. We were talking about purging. To avoid burnout, you need to purge shit. Essentially, how to avoid burnout is to burn shit. Because the word burnout is fluky mooky. And how you burn shit is just merely separate. You have to be a good god. Like the god in the Bible. That motherfucker was killing shit left and right, man. The god in the Bible was like King Vaughn in real life, man. He was like Lil Durk in real life, man. The god in the Bible was like killing shit 24/7. Like, left, right. He was killing everybody. To the point, God killed more people than Satan. God is a goddamn gangbanger. God is a motherfucking homicide, goddamn master of homicide. God is a motherfucking G-man. He knows how to kill motherfuckers. And you need to know how to kill motherfuckers too. You need to know how to purge, how to snapperate, how to snap motherfuckers away too, you feel me? You have to snap motherfuckers too, man. And that shit is necessarily, it's not even hard. It's something everybody has the ability to do. Everybody has the ability to separate. And it's not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily something to feel guilty about. Because to separate, that shit is life's nature. Is life, period. Separation. Life is marked by separation. Life is nothing to do with that. To the point, it's like weird in this society, weird in this life in general. Everybody thinks you should be nice. Everybody thinks you should be moral, or you should be like in some sort of people-pleasing energy. But where in life is is like this a goddamn norm? Where in life is it telling you to be like a people-pleaser? It's of no use. Everything is in reverse, like we always like to say. You pleasing people is you neglecting yourself. And when you neglect yourself, you have nothing to look forward no more. You have nothing to pay attention no more. This is what happens if you neglect yourself and focus more on other people. You put yourself like second and you put somebody else in front of you. And at that point, you're not living life no more. At that point, you're like, God damn it, living for somebody else. And I don't know about y'all, but you are alone. Everybody is alone. You are alone in this body. Nobody is with you when you die, when you wake up in the morning, when you goddamn do anything at that. Nobody is with you. You are alone in this body. Hence, you have to purge. You have to separate from anything which is like hindering you from growing for yourself. Essentially, you have to stop putting attention in front of anything which is avoiding you from focusing on yourself. It sounds cliche, it sounds surface level, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You feel me? Life is not necessarily something to over-exaggerate. Life is something which is kept in one degree, keeping simple. Even in business, develop a strategy. And what is a strategy like focus on? Come up with a strategy to focus on having opportunities simple. Because a strategy is limiting yourself in a good way. Because you can't develop a broad strategy. A strategy is specific. It's goddamn very specific. And you have to keep things specific. You have to keep things limited in some way, shape, or form. Because you have to have a point in life. Keyword, a point. If you don't have a point, you don't even know what you're doing. Like, what's your point? What's the point of you doing shit? You feel me? It's like on that type of timing I'm talking about. You have to have a point. And the point could also be a synonym for like a goddamn strategy. Hence, every business has a strategy. Hence, every business has a point. A business has something to look forward to and something to, what the fuck? And something to like focus on. And you cannot focus on some broad shit. Your focus needs to be limited. Your focus needs to be direct. You need to have discernment. Without discernment, you cannot necessarily put in the work. Because when it comes to putting in the work, you just can't be broad. You just can't be general. You have to be specific. Hence, you have to go for something. You have to sacrifice. You have to set to be you is automatically separating you from neglecting to be like a goddamn cashier, from you being a movie star, from you being, I don't know, a Fortnite streamer, you name it, from you being a troll in my chat, from you being the government trolling me or something. You name it, you need to have a point. Without the point, you cannot be all the way in. You need to be 2 feet in, not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You need to have both of your goddamn feet in. Go inside. Because if you can't go inside, you will always be like wishy-washy. You will always like go one step. You go like in one direction, but at the same time you go in a different direction. Hence, you can never be consistent. Hence, you can never be sure on what you want to accomplish. And that comes with separation. That comes with getting rid of shit. That comes with like paying attention to something and neglecting something else simultaneously. That's supposed to be insult or something. Am I supposed to be insecure about that or what? Who even gives a fuck? Who even gives a fuck about the goddamn cheap ass goddamn ranks? Y'all cheap ass motherfuckers in the chat, man. Y'all not doing shit. So why am I even paying attention to you? You're not even doing shit. You're just watching. Who's watching? I always feel like somebody's watching me. Yeah, man, everybody's watching me because they don't have shit to do, man. Motherfucker. But yeah, separation is absolutely key. Without separation, you cannot stand on business in the first place. This is like the bread and butter. This is like the number one thing to do. The most basic thing to do. Separation. Separation is not necessarily bad. Separation is just discernment. Separation is just knowing what you want. Because when you know what you want, keyword want, when you have an exalted want, you separate from things automatically. You feel me? This is like the bread and butter of business. Separation. And let's get more specific. Let's get more specific with that shit. Business. Ladies and gentlemen, let's stand on business, man. Let's stand on business. Unfortunately, my second phone died, so I have to freestyle. I had a shit ton of notes, but my goddamn second phone died. And now I'm left based on instinct. My goddamn phone is empty. My goddamn phone is like, the battery is died, man. It's fucking died, man. Shout to Sparky. Shout you out, man. I know you ain't a troll, man. I know you really say, man. Shout to Sparky. Shout you out. Business. When you think about business, what is a successful business? A successful business, what is it doing? What is that brand doing nice? One thing about the good business is that a good business has a good relationship with their customers. That's like the whole point of marketing. The whole point of marketing is to pander to their audience, to talk sweetly about their audience. Because business is hugely goddamn controlled by sympathy. There could be two things which are equally good, but what makes you pick one thing over the other thing? Sympathy. Preference in general. Preference. Preference is what's the deciding factor from you to decide what's A and what's B. You choose A over B, even though A and B are equally good as far as like the usage and like the utility, because A seems more appealing. A seems more beautiful to you. Essentially, it's like more pleasing to you. It's more like catering to your natures, okay? Hence, you pick A and don't B. So one thing about business is to keep things relatable. It's to keep things sweet. It's to have a nice marketing. That's like the whole point of marketing. Character. Goddamn character. Character is like what's vital when it comes to marketing and business. You having a certain commercial spot. It has to be creative. It has to be like nice. It has to be beautiful in a sense. Because if it ain't, nobody will give a fuck about your product. So one big thing about business is looking nice. One big thing about business is being beautiful. having a nice appearance and being relatable at that, man. You feel me? Hold on a sec. I need to grab my water. My throat is so normal. Yes, sir. One thing about business is to look nice, is to have a nice appearance. Because nobody gives a fuck about something which looks ass. All the way down to physical type of shit, man. All the way to physical, demonic type of terminologies. You don't give a fuck about something if it looks ass. If it doesn't look nice, you don't give a fuck about it. So utility and looking nice, they are like big parts on what makes a business successful. And what makes a goddamn business successful is one, utility, and B, looking nice. Because something could be full of utility. There could be something which is like 10 out of 10 when it comes to utility. But if it doesn't look nice, if the marketing isn't strategized in a nice way, aka if you can't make your product look beautiful, at that point, even though you have like a shit ton of utility behind your product, that shit ton of utility tends to be neglected. Because the human nature is not all about logic. The human nature is not all about what makes sense. The human nature is all focused on what looks pretty, what looks appealing, what looks nice to you guys. So business can't be solely focused on being effective. As weird as it sounds, as counterproductive as it sounds. But as productive and as like valuable your product has to be, at the same time you have to look really nice. At the same time you have to look pretty. Make your product look pretty, you feel me? And this is where a lot of people it's funny to look good. A lot of people think it's funny to look good because they need to be in a way which is self-serving. As weird as it sounds, but let me explain. Self-serving natures are only efficient when you're dealing with insecurities. You need to be self-serving when it comes to eradicating your insecurities. But once you eradicated your insecurities, you have to be like sound. You need to ask yourself, okay, I've took care of my insecurities, but how can I be useful now? You need to be useful in the world. You feel me? Let me take a breather, man. I'm fucking exhausted, man. Let me take a goddamn breather. Oof. That boy's exhausted, man. I am feeling it today. Ladies and okay, we switch. Medals recharge. Medals goddamn recharge as always. Medals goddamn recharge. Business. Business is sympathy. Business is keeping things beautiful. Utility is one big part of making your business booming. But marketing is like an even bigger part of actually being useful. As ridiculous as it sounds. On a sec, I need to check my notes. I'll be right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, perfect segue to the next point, which is outcome-based pricing, ladies and gentlemen. Outcome-based pricing. What's outcome-based pricing? Outcome-based pricing simply means that you are justified to sell your product at a high pricing if your quality looks good. If your quality is actually good, beyond looking good. For an example, why is Apple justified to put out iPhones for over $1,000 or thousands of euros, depending where you live? Apple is justified to demand high prices because they have high quality. They have high value, high standards behind their product. Physically speaking, purely physically speaking, right here. You could also play this mentally, but we will get to mentally in a sec. Apple is justified to have such high pricings because their quality is like tremendous. Even those fucking ass, in my opinion, but that's all different story. They're quote unquote justified to have high pricings because their quality is like on par with their price. So don't feel bad if you have high pricings and you can actually back up your high pricings. It's like a weird people-pleasing disease going on in the world, man. People being afraid to ask for high prices, even they could be the best thing ever, but they still sell their services for like $2 or something. Why? Because of people-pleasing energies. Because essentially they're very afraid to have high prices. They're very afraid to be demanding, keyword demanding. Demanding, you're demanding. You're allowed to be demanding. You're allowed to be demanding if you can back up your high demands. It's like having high standards. You get it? Once you can back up your high standards, you can be more than good. You can be more than just. It is more than just for you to know that you are more than justified to put up high prices. And this is like the shortcoming of small businesses. Businesses are anything, by the way. I'm a business because I have products I'm able to sell. I'm a whole product I'm able to sell. You feel me? My product can be sold. My services can be sold. Hence, I'm justified to put up high prices because I can back my high prices up. If you book a consultation with me, I can back that shit up, man. I can demand some sort of high price because I'm able to do a lot of shit. I'm able to back up my claims. I'm able to back up my statements and my sentences and my whatnots because I have the capability. Huge keyword, capability, ladies and gentlemen. Capability. Once you have capability, you are more than justified to put up high prices. It's more than justified to put up high prices. High prices, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be a fool. Don't be lost in your people-pleasing energies. If you can back it up, set your prices up high. And don't be afraid to set your prices up high. Because fear is something for the goddamn weak, man. Why do you even fear, man? What the fuck are you even fearing? Other people? Yeah, man, you can fear other people to death and beyond, but you still won't be shit, man. So what the fuck are you even fearing in life? There is like no reasonable fear. Unless you're like goddamn fighting a bear or something. Even then, fear is never helpful. There is no scenario in which fear is helpful. No, it's like kinda harsh, but rarely. There are rarely scenarios in which fears are helpful. Because we need to understand something. Us thinking 24/7. Us being a goddamn thinker 24/7 or like a feeler 24/7, a goddamn retard 24/7, is not changing reality. I can think of 10,000 bitches right now in front of me. But am I receiving 10,000 bitches right in front of me? No! Because thoughts are not necessarily what's breeding action. Thoughts and feelings are just like there to build up courage, to go after something. But thoughts and feelings are never the end all and be all. You feel me? That shit is something everybody needs to understand because everybody's retarded, man. Everybody's fucking retarded and I don't have a single ounce of grace in my body, man. In my mind, everybody's retarded, man. Not everybody, but like damn near 99.9% of the whole population is retarded. And I don't feel bad about thinking that way. I don't feel bad whatsoever thinking about that way, man. Because look at what you are doing. What the fuck are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? Just look at my chat, man. Look at my goddamn chat, except for Sparky. Except for Sparky. Everybody's retarded in my chat, except for Sparky, man. Because people have no values. And if you don't have no values, you have nothing to sell. I guarantee, if people have some sort of value assigned to them, they wouldn't tweak online. They wouldn't tweak in their real life. Especially online. Because value is what's allowing you to put in the work. You cannot work for something if you don't have any sense of proper value. If you don't value yourself right, you cannot work. Because if you work without self-value, your work will be like cut short. Your work will fall down from the heavens all the way down to the helmet. You feel me? Because value is an energy you need to have in order to even be consistent. Consistency is often hindered by your own doubt. Your own doubt, your own insecurity is what's stopping the grind, for less weird terms, for less cringer terminology. Your own self-doubt, you being shaken, your confidence being shaken, your value being shaken, is what's stopping you from even going out. You feel me? Hence, your value is so low to the point you do low things. Listen, your actions are only as good as your values are. You feel me? So get your values straight. Get your fucking values straight. Get your values straight and don't fucking values straight. If you don't get your everything you do will fall down. It will just fall down. Hence, everything falls down in this world. All the way to the point the goddamn physical archangel Uriel is in a physical body, man. Because shit is falling down, man. Shit is motherfucking falling down. Shit is falling down. It's falling down severely. Because y'all don't have any proper values to stand on, to sophisticate yourself with. This is really like the biggest part of the quote-unquote mission of life, which ain't even necessarily a thing, I just made that word up. The mission of life is about getting your values straight and saving yourself, essentially. You cannot count on somebody to save you. You cannot count on me to save you. I won't save you for shit, man. After this live stream, I will serve myself, man. On some healthy type of shit. You feel me? So don't count on shit to save you. Shit is not here to save your ass whatsoever, man. Nobody's here to save your ass. Not even God. The Great Spirit. The big space is not here to save your ass. Because that shit applies. I meant to say that shit implies you saving yourself first. Because if you save yourself first, God can work through you now. And what even is God? Limitlessness. Let's just keep it at limitlessness. Or like new outcomes. Limitless outcomes can work through you right now. But that shit is not a given. Limitlessness. You destroying your limits. You going beyond your limits. Beyond the day-to-day bullshit. Shout out to Dave. You going beyond the day-to-day bullshit. The everyday bullshit. It's not a given. You have to make yourself in such a way to the point you're able to do that. Keyword, you have to make that shit. You have to craft yourself in a way in which you're able to do that shit. Because if you don't, you can wait forever. You will wait forever. But nobody's here to save you. Nobody saved me, and nobody will save you, man. Nobody will save you. Even if you have the most supportive environment, which is pandering to your ass 24/7, their support, their pandering towards you is not doing anything if you doubt yourself. It's not doing anything if you think of yourself to be a fucking retard. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some people have every right in the world to think like a retard. To think that they are a retard. You know what? Everybody who's insecure is justified to be insecure. You deserve to be insecure. You deserve to be stupid. You deserve to be broke. You deserve to be ugly. You deserve to be fat. You deserve to be skinny. You deserve to be broke. You deserve to be motionless. You deserve to have no friends. You deserve everything because you made yourself in that way. You can play the blame game all you want, but play the blame game not on my channel, please. Don't play the blame game over here, man. Don't. Just don't. I'm not here with victim people. I'm not here with victim-ass motherfuckers, man. I'm not here with victimized-ass spirits. I'm not. I ain't. So play the blame game if you want to play the blame game somewhere else. But not over here, please. Get your ass away from me. I'm saying this to say that, man, everything is self-created. Whatever you have, whatever you attract, whatever you see, whatever you do, whatever you receive is self-created. Especially what you perceive. Because what you perceive is shaping your life. How you react to things. How you respond. How you view things. That shit is self-created. It's self-created. Because imagine Obama would be right next to me. Me perceiving Obama is purely my making. Me having certain thoughts about Obama. Damn, he's ugly as fuck, man. In real life, his breath stinks like a motherfucker. Damn, Obama looks like weird as hell. He looks ugly as fuck, man. He has no emotion. He's like a nobody. Me thinking that way about Obama is purely my making. It's purely my making. Hence, it's safe to say that everything in life is your making because everything is made by perception. Perception is what's shaping your life. And who's responsible for you perceiving certain things? You. You are. I need to screenshot some. Because this is motherfucking ridiculous. It's crazy ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Now I got my receipts right. I got my goddamn receipts right. I got my receipts right. Well, I'll be right back. I need to check my notes. Give me 2 seconds. Fuck it, man. I don't even need any notes, man. Who gives a fuck about notes? This whole half an hour was like made just out of 2 notes, and the rest was like a freestyle. Who gives a fuck about notes? Because it's written within me. Talk about written within you. That is confidence. And what even is confidence? How do you become confident? I'll tell you how to become confident. How to become confident, not how to become confidence. How to become confident. You become confident. I know it sounds fucking retarded and stupid, but you become confident by believing in yourself. Genuinely believing in yourself. Not on some stupid half-ass type of shit. Not on some half-ass type of belief. Yeah, I believe in myself, and then you just leave it be. It has to be a real founded belief. It has to be a really specific. I'm retarded. I can speak. It has to be a really sophisticated belief. It has something. It has to be something which is truly fixated in your being. You have to be extremely stubborn about your belief. Extremely stubborn. And that shit takes time to cultivate. That shit is not easily obtained. Because, like everything in life, like everything works, it takes time, repetition, and actual effort. But this is more like a mental effort. What's mental effort? Just repeating things. Merely repeating things. So if you lack confidence, which is okay, I don't blame you. It's normal to be insecure in this world. It's normal to think you need to be a slave to the outside world. It's normal to think like or to believe that somebody else's reaction has some dominion over you. It's normal to think that way. So you being insecure is not necessarily all the way your fault. It is, but you can be given some grace too, okay? Shout to Famous Marlo, shout. Shout to everybody who's real in my chat, man. What the fuck? I don't even know who's real and who ain't. I know everybody ain't real except Famous Marlo and Sparky. The hell with everybody else, man. What the fuck is that shit? Some bullshit, man. Motherfuckers have the nerve to throw somebody with like 2 live viewers. The fuck? I'll tell you why some motherfuckers have the nerve to throw somebody who doesn't even have credentials, physical credentials. Because it's all about confidence. It's all about belief. And you cultivate that belief if you firmly repeat that affirmative process. You firmly repeat it to the point it's extremely condensed. It's extremely hard within you. Now it's deeply a part of you. It's something which can't be taken away from you. You get it? It's something which is you. It is you. And nobody can get you out of that shape or form. Because it's so condensed. It's so rooted. It's so stuck within you. Because you have to be stuck in something. Otherwise you wouldn't be alive. So it's better to be stuck in some positive shit. It's better to be stuck in some beneficial shit rather than to be stuck in some bullshit. Because you're gonna be stuck either way. As long as you're in this physical body right here. You're going to be stuck either way. Now it's up to you. Are you stuck in something positive or are you stuck in something negative? It's all up to you. And I don't know about y'all fucking retards, except Famous Marlo and Sparky. I don't know about y'all fucking retards, but I like to be stuck in some positive shit. I like to be in everlasting heaven, in everlasting peace, in everlasting self-confidence and all that sweet shit. I don't like to be stuck in some insecurity. I don't want to be stuck in some stalking energy. I don't want to be stuck in some, I need to control everybody energy. Because I don't think like that. I'm not a retard like that. I'm not a retard like that. I fucking ain't, man. I know I'm all funny, I'm all goofy, I'm all expensive and shit like that, but I'm not a retard like that, okay? So don't get it twisted, you're fucking retards. Don't get it motherfucking twisted, man. Don't get it twisted like some goddamn Twister. Don't get it twisted like we're playing Twister, yeah. Don't get it twisted. So yeah, it's all about repetition. Because repetition makes something condensed. What do you make condensed? What do you make hard? Do you make some bullshit hard or do you make some good shit hard? Because damn, shit is hard has 2 meanings. Damn, shit is hard, it's difficult, goddamn, it's hard. Or you're saying, oh, it's hard, whoa, that shit is hard, as in that shit is cold, that shit is good, that shit is goddamn hard, it's solid, you feel me? Solid. It's the same energy, sophistication, but a different outcome. Either shit is hard in the good way or hard in the negative way. It's all up to you. But things have to be hard. Life has to be hard, otherwise you wouldn't be here. If life wouldn't be hard in some way, shape or form, positively or negatively, you wouldn't even be here. So life has to be hard. Life has to be condensed. Life has, fuck spirituality. I don't want to talk about spiritual shit no more. I want to keep things general for everybody to understand, man. Because it's all fine and dandy to make an archangel correspondence, to talk about Gabriel, to talk about Fomalhaut, to talk about the faith energy, to talk about being at rock bottom, the south. But what good is it if nobody understands? What good is it if everybody thinks like, oh, they're pseudo? Fuck that shit. So let's just keep things regular. Let's just keep things normal, okay? Let's just keep it normal, man, because I ain't weird. I'm not the weirdest motherfucker, man. I ain't the weirdest motherfucker, man. I'm not weird as hell, man. I like to keep things normal. Because normal is good, man. Normal is good. Your normal is good. What is normal for you is good. What's normal for you is not normal for me. For you, it might be normal to geek For you, it might be normal to tweak after smoking 10,000 pounds of goddamn weed every day. For you, it might be normal to be like drunk of liquor every damn day. But that shit is not normal for me. It's not normal for me to be like a goddamn crackhead. It's not normal for me to be like a retard. It's not normal for me to be like a stalking ass troll. That shit is your normality. That's your normality. Hence, it's your reality because it's your normality, and you keep on living with that. We don't want to have anything to do with you. We want to have nothing to do with you. You keep on living in that normal shape and form. But what's normal for you is not normal for me. So make good things normal. Make natural things normal. Things which are natural are things which are helping you. Something which is not a dopamine overdose, like scrolling 24/7. Natural shit, like making maybe art, going after a business, going for a walk, going to the gym, working out. God damn it, making sculptures, you name it. Something in reality. Something in reality. It could also be online, but something which is based on reality. Like me talking. Here is online, but that shit is purely based on reality. On nature, reality. My life experiences, me helping others out, me expressing myself, me having my fun, me being happy as hell. That shit is based on normality. I meant to say on nature. Is a natural practice. What's not natural is seeking attention. What's not natural is, I don't know, doom scrolling. What's not normal is being insecure about some beauty standards which are made by a man. You feel me? Your norms have to be based on nature, based on real life. Because if you live for the internet, which everybody does, hence everybody's starting to tweak, you're bound to be mentally ill. Because the mind is only working if you do the quote-unquote, and make it not quote-unquote. It is reality. The mind is only healthy if you are living according to nature, if you align yourself with nature, if you are a natural ass human being. And that doesn't mean going in the woods and being naked and screaming in the woods, yeah, like Tarzan or something. This is not what I meant to say when I say live normal, live like according to nature. Live according to reality. Reality, ladies and gentlemen, reality. Even when you're online, only consume shit which is helping you with something in reality. Of what good is you doom scrolling about some goddamn brain rot ass memes, AI memes or some? I mean, entertainment is all fine and dandy. But even when it comes to entertainment, seek natural shit. Actual people with their face. Beyond me. Beyond me making like promotion for my goddamn self. Seek natural entertainment. Natural shit. Which is based on real people. Not on some weird ass AI shit or some. Essentially keep it real. This is what it means to keep it real. To be on your business, to stand on business. Okay? Stand on motherfucking business. Life is crazy, man. Not life is crazy, humans are crazy because life is perfect. My life is perfect, my life is super sweet. Because you only say life is crazy if you are online 24/7. Life is not crazy, online is crazy. Put your smartphone down, go outside and you see life is not crazy. People online are crazy. Nothing is crazy. Except motherfuckers online on YouTube or scrolling 24/7 are crazy. But except for that, life is perfect. Life is beautiful. Life is full of rich moments, which you can't find online. All you can find online is people blocking you, people trolling your chat or some, people putting weird comments in your chat, man. Some weird ass bots, man. Some weird ass people. This is all you see online. But when you jump in real life, that shit doesn't exist no more. So life is sweet. Don't ever listen to somebody who's saying, "Oh, life is fucked up." God damn it, this world is so fucked up. This world is not fucked up. Online is fucked up. And everybody who's saying life is fucked up, they live online. They live online 90% of the goddamn times. Unless there's somebody whose family has been slaughtered. Unless there's somebody who's like having cancer in the goddamn hospital about to die. Except for that, everybody who's saying life is goddamn weird, they are online 24/7. And if you feel like life is weird and you're like mentally ill, put your phone down. Put your phone down and spend 2 hours with your phone and see how good life is. Our parents were always right. They were always right. It's this goddamn phone. It's not life. It's not even you. It's you consuming these images on media. What's making you tweak? What's making you geeking and tweaking, man? That's what's fucked up with life. Online is what's fucked up with life. But life in and of itself is not fucked up, man. If you think life is fucked up, put your phone down and talk to somebody in real. Preferably somebody who's older and not in Gen Z, because they live for their phone. They live online. If you lose faith, put your phone down and talk to somebody who's not retarded in your real life, who's above the age of 27, because this is where like all the Gen Z motherfuckers are living. Up under. Everybody up under the age of 27 nowadays is retarded, except for me, because I'm special. Except for your boy, because I'm special as hell, man. I'm special. Not in the negative sense. I'm special as hell in the good sense. But fuck statistics. Statistics are also based on media. Statistics are also fake as fuck. Fake as a motherfucker. And you know what, guys? Everybody deserves to suffer. Everybody deserves to suffer. Everybody deserves to suffer. Because everybody is like, I don't know, focused on being the most spectacular tweaker online. Everybody is focused on being the most gold, the hardest gold Olympian champion in the Jerk-Off Olympics. Everybody is focused on being the most spectacular retard, man. So y'all deserve to suffer. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. And I'm not faced. I'm not even bothered. Because I don't spend my life on my phone. So I don't give a fuck about what's happening on social media. I could give a rat's flying ass about what's happening on YouTube Shorts right now. I could give a rat's flying ass about who's live on TikTok Live right now. I could give a rat's flying ass about the next goddamn Twitch live event with Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, Andrew Tate, and who else not. I could give a rat's flying ass about this shit because I live my life peacefully. Living your life peacefully is not necessarily giving you any results, because once you're peaceful, let me refute that statement. Let me revoke that statement. If you live your life peacefully, you are bound to make results. You are bound to make results, regardless of what's happening in the world, regardless on who's blocking you, regardless on who's trolling you, regardless on who's talking smack or some. If you talk your shit, if you live normal, if you live a graceful, peaceful life, you are bound to have nice results. And please don't think results are money. Please don't think results are attention. It goes beyond that shit. That is included, but it's not the end all and be all, okay? It's not the end all and be all. Life is spectacular. We need some realness on YouTube. We need some realness. And realness is not talking about the mental illness of the world, which is based on social media. Realness is that life is spectacular. Life is spectacular. Life is beautiful. Because life is only not beautiful if you spend your life online. Don't let anybody take away your happiness. Don't let anybody take away your joy. Which is just being you. And being you is not to be mistaken to live for some beauty standard, or to live for some weird-ass religion which is made up, or some weird-ass politic scheme, or some weird-ass philosophical scheme. Being you, being truly you, has nothing to do with the world. It has nothing to do with social media. It has nothing to do with expectations and even results such as getting attention, money, fame, fortune, fame, you name it. Something we all adore. It's the one thing worth dying for. Nothing but pain, stacking this game, searching for fortune and fame. Like Tupac said. Something we all adore, something worth dying for. People die for attention. People die for fame. There are people standing on a goddamn high-ass building, 10,000 feet in the sky, with 1 foot in the air and 1 foot on the ground. All the way on the edge, looking for attention. And they're on the edge, on the literal edge of falling down and dying all the way, all only for attention, only for attention. People are willing to die for attention and money. This is how crazy of a drug that shit is. It's more of a drug, or it's just as potent as a drug, such as crack, such as promethazine, such as lean. It is a drug. It is a drug, okay? It is a drug, a very potent drug. It's not to be taken lightly. There are just no noticeable side effects, and it's easily available, and it's not physical. Hence, you don't label attention and fortune and fame as a drug. You label it as normal, something to live for. But who made it normal? Who made it normal to tweak online for attention? Who made it normal who tweak in real life for attention? Who made it normal to be like a geek, a freak for goddamn money? To rob somebody's bank, to shoot somebody's father for money, to kill somebody's mother for a piece of paper. Who made it normal? Who gave you that knife to stab somebody in the ass to rob their wallet? First of all, who created the wallet? Who created money? Why is money important? Why do I have to kill you for money? Who gave me that knife? And why am I thinking this has something to do with reality? If you ask yourself these questions, you come to one conclusion. Manipulation. Foolerization. Foolishness! 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 This is foolishness, ladies and gentlemen. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. You've been fooled. You've been put into a system. And now you can see what's left or right. Now you like this, mentally speaking, because you don't know what's right and you don't know what's wrong. To the point, you act all of your means. Out of your means, your meanings and reasonings. Just for something which can't even help you in the long run or in the short run. It can't help you in the long run and it can't help you in the short run. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that weirdly crazy? This is extremely crazy. I need to do another screenshot because I'm something crazy again, man. Okay, we straight. We straighter than a staff, man. We straighter than a staff, ladies and gentlemen. Oof! Oh my god! Oh my god! When I was a kid, online wasn't that weird. In 2012, when I was 8 years old. In 2013, when I was 9 years old. Online it wasn't even nearly as weird as it is right now. Because I guess people became too influential. And if somebody becomes influential, when somebody gains some control and power, beyond like physical things, if somebody becomes influential with their character, with who they really are, and they hop online, it moves people. It moves people away from the direction of killing, stealing, being a slave, feeding for attention. And that's not what the world is looking for. The world is not looking to save your ass. The world is not looking forward to have you in a nice, founded, sophisticated position. The world is looking forward to have you stupid, crippled, a slave, broke, sick, all kinds of shit. Hence, if you see somebody who acts like a messiah, like a prophet, for the lack of better words, somebody who's able to help people, to get people to a right path, to the right path of being themselves and helping their own self. They get no views, they get no attention, they're not in the YouTube trend, they're not in the TikTok trend, they're not rich, famous, they're not in the goddamn United Nations goddamn Congress room to speak their piece. They ain't! They're somewhere stuck at 4 views. They're somewhere stuck at 3 likes. This is what you get for being real as fuck, man. And not to say that shit is important. I'm just pointing out how stupid this is. How you get quote-unquote punished, which is not a punishment for being yourself. I mean, you getting no likes is no punishment, at least not for me. Damn sure not for me. Gaining no attention is no punishment for me. Do you know what the real punishment for me is? The real punishment for me is to not be myself no more. The real punishment for me is to not have the capacity to think right according to my own moral code no more. That's what's the real punishment for me. When I lose myself. When I lose my soul. When I sell myself. And one thing I want to talk about before I leave is control. Power and control. Let's just move away from the weird ass internet world and let's just dive right back into some useful shit, okay? Let's just help you out. Let's just help you and me out for a sec. Control and power is linked to care. More to disconnecting to things, okay? And by the way, hit the like button, guys. Hit the goddamn like button, okay? Get my likes up. Get our likes up. We are one unit. We are one. We are. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit the like button, okay? Hit the goddamn like button. Power and control stems from you disconnecting to shit. And now you can be free as a motherfucker. You can be free as a bird. You can be honest. Because you care. What you care about is stopping you from being honest. Honest not in the sense of I'm lying. Honest in the sense of you not being able to stay true to yourself. To show your true intention. To show your true hand. To show your true motive. That's what honesty is. Honesty is powerful. Somebody who's honest is somebody who's able to move mountains. This is what an honest person is able to achieve. Someone who's not insecure. Somebody who's lost in an agenda to people please. That person is moving others. Let me take a breather. Let me take a piss, actually. I need to piss. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I need to piss like a motherfucker, man. Oh my god. Somebody who's honest is able to move mountains. Honesty means being yourself. This is what being honest means. Not no, I haven't robbed your ass. I haven't fucked your bitch. Even though you do. Being honest is being true to yourself, not anything. Okay? You're able to be true to yourself. You move mountains because authenticity, realness, is what's missing. Because everybody's afraid to be themselves. Everybody's afraid to be real as fuck, man. Everybody is in goddamn, they're trembling when it comes to revealing their true nature. Hence, honesty is a superpower. Because if you meet somebody who's free from I don't give a fuck about what you think about me, if you meet somebody who's free from the thought of I don't give a fuck about results, I don't give a fuck about likes, attention, views, reactions, opinions. If you meet somebody like that who's truly honest, who's truly themselves, you're shocked. You're in shock. That is something you lack. This is something you need to acquire. That person has a shit ton of power and control over the circumstance and situation they're up under. Or like they're inside of, not up under. They're inside of. Honesty is the most spectacular superpower in life. Honesty, being true to yourself. That's how you move somebody, how you make somebody shake. Everybody has such a weak ass persona. Everybody is so weak. Extremely weak, man. So weak. So when they see somebody who's true, who's honest, who's not afraid, who's not in some sort of alternative motive mind state, who doesn't hide their essence, they are shaking. Because it's a like metaphysical thing. Let's call it metaphysics. It's a psychological thing. It's a subconscious thing. When you meet somebody who's like truly, quote unquote, enlightened, true to their self, you tend to respect them automatically. Powerful ass teachers online. When you come across somebody who's extremely powerful, extremely wise, extremely real, essentially, you have no choice but to respect them. You have to have no feel that that person is stronger than me. Not quote unquote, they are stronger than you. You make people shiver, you make people shake when you're truly authentic. And that is like the funniest thing, man. It's not necessarily something you strive for, make people afraid. But it's a side effect. When you are yourself, you move people by nature. You shake people by default. On the inside, maybe even on the outside. Maybe they become nervous. Maybe they become quiet. They become sluggish. They become like hesitant around you. I don't want to give you any power you don't have. If you can't be honest and if you can't be real with yourself, you don't have that superpower, which is not necessarily a superpower. It just appears to be a superpower because everybody's without it. Everything seems like a superpower because nobody's able to do shit, man. And it doesn't go no further than that, man. It doesn't go any further than that, man. It doesn't go any further than that whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, this is if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to write your little opinion or your big opinion. Mellow for the people, yeah. Everybody was really shout to everyone. Feel like a brand new person. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, man, I made some muffins. I made some muffins myself, man. I made some fresh muffins by myself, man. It's good as hell, man. It's really good. Fresh as muffins. Fresh as muffins. Mukbang! Everything you make yourself is just beautiful. Beyond food, but especially food. If you make it yourself, it tastes good as fuck, man. Mentally speaking, if you create your own creation, or if you even make your own food, anything you make yourself is delicious, it's sweet, it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. You can't be in it. You can't be in it. You have to cook properly. Fuck, let's cook. Sweet. Got it. Got them, man. Oh my god, these muffins are crazy. The muffins I made are crazy. Crazy shit. But no wheat inside of my muffins, man. I've never ate any edibles. What the fuck? I'm more like a smoker. I don't like to eat my weed. I like to smoke it. I don't even smoke. I don't even smoke it right now. I'm not even smoking right now. Like the last time I've smoked weed was like a year ago, or like maybe 2 years ago. No, it was like a year ago. I don't give a fuck about weed. I don't need weed. Talking about needs, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need anything. You don't need a lot of shit. The things you think you need, they destroy you. Because a need is something you cling on to. A need is something you can't live without. And nobody can live without, period. Imagine you snatch away somebody's phone. Oh my god, what am I able to do now? Oh my god, my phone is away. What am I able to do now? Oh my god. If you snatch away something from somebody that's out who's weak, like they're a goddamn crackhead or something. Motherfuckers can't live without. They can't live without the government. They can't live without religion, without the mental concept. They can't live without, period. They can't be naked. Not even physically. You can't even be physically naked because you're ashamed of your body. Because you think your dick looks ugly or something. Your dick is small or something. You can't even look into the mirror because you think you're fat as fuck or something. You can't even be naked physically. You can't be naked on all levels, on all layers, because you ain't shit in the brain. You ain't shit in the mind. You feel me? Mellow mukbang. Mellow mukbang. Yes, sir. I'm just quote unquote wasting time to get my life to 1 hour. So I'm just eating and talking my shit. It's not necessarily wasting time. It's good knowledge. This is really good knowledge. Really good knowledge. Really good knowledge. Really beautiful circumstances and situations, man. My phone is about to die, 15%. I have only 28 teeth. Only 28 teeth. Hence, I chew so slowly. I eat very fast, but I chew slowly because I'm missing 4 teeth. Because they're never grown. I'm just born with like 28 teeth instead of 32. I don't know what it was, but I'm missing 4 teeth. And that's actually crazy. I'm also missing a part of my tongue. Huh? You saw that shit? I'm missing a part of my tongue, man. I don't know why, but I'm missing a part of my tongue, man. That shit also crazy as fuck, man. It's weird, man. It's fucking weird. But I don't have any problems or something. I'm still eating and talking like a good ass motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? 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 Ah, you know what I'm saying? Ah. You know what people lack? Everything. People lack everything. They lack everything because they don't have nothing. That was poetic, so let me repeat. People lack everything because they don't have nothing. What's nothing? God! God! They don't have God, ladies and gentlemen. People don't have God. They don't have nothing. Hence, they lack everything. Life is simple. Life is extremely simple and poetic. Poetic as a motherfucker. Man, some animal is tweaking outside of my chat, man. But with that being said, your boy is dipping. I'm 1 hour in. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care of yourself. I see you guys in the next one. Thanks for everybody who's stopping by. Shout out to Famous Marlo and Sparky. I don't know about the rest. I think everybody else is a troll. If not, prove me wrong in DM me on IG. I don't even give a fuck. Don't DM me. I don't give a fuck, man. I just know Famous Marlo and Sparky are real. So shout your guys out, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout your lot. With that being said, your boy is heading out. And I will leave, man. Goodbye, y'all. Thank you.